Hey folks, this is Annette back with another moment for chronic wellness. Thanks very much for joining me today. We're talking about how to take advantage of any tips and tricks that we can when we go for doctor's visits with chronic illness. And this is my super big number one pro tip for those of us with chronic illness or any condition like chronic pain. Doctors' offices are set up, obviously, to best serve the needs of the doctors and the nurses and their staff. They are not necessarily set up to best serve the needs of us patients. And there have been big chunks of time in these illnesses when I have not been able to leave my bed. And there have been times when going to a doctor's visit has been the very hardest thing and yet very necessary. And so sitting up, sitting in harsh lighting, sitting in a waiting room with bustle and noise or music and other people's busyness has been too taxing and have robbed me of the energy or the ability to participate what little bit I was going to be able to in my doctor's visit. And so what I figured out was that as soon as I got there, as soon as I checked in, because I already did my online check-in, so I was just showing up to say to the person at the desk, hey, I'm here, I would say, please room me now. And sometimes they would say, we have no rooms for your doctor available. And I would say, cool, room me in another physician's room and then move me when it comes time for my appointment. And sometimes they'd say, great, we have a room available. Or sometimes they'd say, we're not accustomed to this request. And I would say, I need this as an accommodation. I can't sit out in this waiting room until the time for my appointment. I need to be laying down until it is time for my appointment. So it's not a request that they're necessarily accustomed to dealing with. And yet, if this is not a request that your doctor's office will accommodate, why are you with that doctor? And if this is something that a lever that you need to pull, or if there are certain days that you need to pull that lever, isn't it a good one to know about? Sometimes sitting in the dark, having a blanket, having a pillow have made all the difference in my ability to just get the few necessary things that I needed to get out of that very important doctor's appointment. So that's my number one pro tip for chronic illness and going to the doctor. How about you? Tell me what your pro tips are so that I can benefit, we can benefit, tell our community so that we can know what else we could be doing to transform our experience at the doctor's office. As always, thank you so much for watching. I so appreciate it. I know that we don't have a lot of time and we don't have a lot of energy. And so you spending it here with me is the greatest of compliments. Until we see each other again, thank you. Be well.